From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Friday morning. It is March 28th, the weekend finally here. We're still a little unsettled, quieter though than yesterday for sure. We had some pretty good downpours and we've been seeing some light rain pushing through the area. That will be the case on and off today with some heavier showers coming later in the afternoon. Our temperatures starting off mild as well, 40s and 50s all through the area this morning. Let's take a live look outside across the Yakima and Columbia Basin areas. Fairly calm and quiet. Looks like traffic moving along nicely. Quiet there on Edison Street. Day planner for you today. Those 40s and even 50 degrees out the door. Walla Walla, it's warmer there this morning. You'll see those temperatures sitting just under 60 by noon for some of us, and then hitting the 60s by the late afternoon. So overall today, expect for some rain. You might need the umbrella out a couple of times on and off. And we are watching for a stray thunderstorm, especially in the foothills of the Blues later this afternoon. Jade, Jessica.
Thanks, Stacey. Straight ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. 2 people behind bars this morning after a drive-by shooting in Ellensburg. We have the details.
And law enforcement agencies from across the area are getting together for training to learn the best techniques to use when it comes to stopping drivers on the run. And we have what it is coming up.
Also ahead, the president signing an executive order aimed at unions. We have the details on what departments could be impacted. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, March 28th. We are headed into the weekend.
We are finally here.
And hopefully, Stacey says we could see a couple breaks of sunshine.
I'm excited
I'll
for
take
that.
what I can get.
And we'll have more on the weather later, but we're going to start with new information this morning. Mapton Mayor Rachel Ruelas' recall appeal is denied.
The Washington Supreme Court ruling the recall process can now move forward, but not all the justices were in agreement on this. Our Emily Goodell has more.
3 out of 9 Washington Supreme Court judges opposed the majority opinion to reject the recall appeal, a decision that wasn't made based on the charges themselves. The recall petition filed last July claims Mayor Rachel Ruelas broke state law and violated her oath of office by failing to adopt the 2024 budget and using the city website to advertise her personal business. 3 judges dissenting, saying the charges are factually and legally insufficient, but the other 6
a majority decision, the court said they are factually and legally correct to go before the voters.
Petitioners can now start gathering the signatures from residents who support the recall, and they only need 58 to get it on the ballot. And once signatures are certified by the auditor's office, then it's election time.
It's highly likely that this will be a special election conducted for the city of Mapton alone. We can manage that kind of an election internally here in this office, and we will do that in order to get the issue before the voters.
If the recall is successful, the council can appoint someone else temporarily.
The governing body selects a replacement, an interim person to fill.
If the recall is unsuccessful, there's still the primary election coming up this fall for the mayor position. However, the county auditor tells me regardless of the recall results, there's nothing stopping Mayor Ruelas from running again this fall. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. In crime news this morning, 2 people are under arrest after a drive-by shooting in Ellensburg. Police say yesterday morning they responded to reports of shots fired in the area of North Chestnut and Helena Avenue. When they got there, they learned a shotgun was used to shoot at 2 parked cars. They say no one was inside, but the cars had lots of damage. They believe the cars were targeted because of an argument at a party about a month ago. They booked a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old into the Kittitas County Correction Center on suspicion of drive-by shooting, among many other charges.
And in other news, take a look at these photos just released of 2 fugitives wanted from a March 21st fatal drive-by shooting that happened in Moses Lake, where a 14-year-old was killed, 4 other people injured. Take a look at your screen right now. U.S. Marshals are actively searching for these 2 men, and they're offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest of these 2. It's 20-year-old Jose Beltran, excuse me, and 18-year-old Matthew Valdez. Now, Beltran is described as about 5'7", 200 pounds. Valdez, 5'8", 130 pounds. Arrest warrants have been issued, and they are charging both men with first-degree murder, 5 counts of first-degree assault, drive-by shooting, and a felon in possession of a firearm. They are both considered to be armed and dangerous. Got a tickle in my throat this morning. All right, when police are involved in a chase, they of course rely on some critical maneuvers to bring in the safety as an aspect. They want to bring that chase to a safe end. Well, this week, law enforcement agencies from across the region gathered to learn some really important techniques when it comes to that. And Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen got a first-hand look at how these officers master the pit maneuver.
When police are in the pursuit of a criminal, split-second decisions can mean the difference between a safe resolution and a dangerous situation. Perfect. At the Hanford Training Facility, law enforcement officers have been training for the past 2 days, learning the Pursuit Intervention Technique, or PIT maneuver. It's a part of the Emergency Vehicle Operations Course, or EVOC, designed to help officers safely stop fleeing suspects.
We invited all the local agencies to come together and do this training. We brought all the EVOC instructors together so they can hone in their training, so they can take it back to their officers and know that so the training can be consistent amongst all the regions.
The PIT maneuver is a precise technique used to immobilize a vehicle that refuses to stop. And that consistency is key, because often multiple agencies respond to the same incident.
This gives them a chance to where if it's Benton County and Richland together, they're going to know each other's trained the right way.
The goal? To keep everyone safe, the officers, the suspect, and most importantly, the community. But each agency has its own policy on when and how the PIT maneuver can be used. Rich Westfall with the Walla Walla Police Department says WWPD just implemented the PIT maneuver in their city.
These guys that are committing vehicle thefts and other serious offenses, we want them to know that we are going to forcibly stop their car if they put us in that position.
Westfall says the hope is that knowing officers will use this maneuver will deter suspects from fleeing, reducing danger to the public. The training involves a 3-car system, a suspect vehicle, a PIT vehicle, and a backup unit. Officers drive the course until the PIT car moves into position, makes contact with the suspect's vehicle, and spins it out. The backup unit then moves in to pin the suspect, preventing any escape.
In the real world, when this happens out here in this controlled environment, when we do these pits here, you're going to think, oh, it's great. But out there, now your radio's going, you got public, you got all this type of stuff that now it's in a controlled chaos.
This training is intense and fast-paced, but could mean all the difference on the road. Reporting in Richland, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the president signing an executive order that aims to weaken unions, and this will impact many departments. With the details coming up in your national news.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Yakima Federal camera here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. 46 degrees outside right now, and Stacey Lee will be back with your first alert forecast on what you can expect throughout the day.
It's the spring clearance sale at Furniture Row, so there's no better time to liven up your living room, deck out your dining area, beautify your bedroom, or make your money work for you with 48 months no interest. The spring clearance sale on now at Furniture Row.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today. Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for 120 years. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. We believe in giving back, proudly supporting local events and organizations that make a difference where we all live and work. With 10 local branch locations, we're committed to our communities and keeping your money secure. Experience the difference. Call, click, or come by and make the switch today.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D-Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D-Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
It is Operation Best Friend every Wednesday as we feature lovable pets from area shelters all looking for their forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Christine Connolly, As You Wish Real Estate Services, and the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Bedtime peace of mind could come from a psychoanalyst, or you can rest easy with Denver Mattresses 365-night better sleep guarantee.
And during the spring clearance sale, find huge savings on clearance items throughout the store, or score 48 months no interest and free shipping.
Peace of mind and a great night's sleep, only at Denver Mattress.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Friday morning, March 28th. And here's what you can expect today. Our headlines with some scattered showers around the area. We could see a stray thunderstorm pop up later today, mainly around the foothills. Think Milton, Freewater, Walla Walla area. We're going to clear up on Saturday, probably get some sun breaks out there. We are keeping a close eye on those rivers, creeks, and streams since we had the heavy rain and we had those warm temperatures melting that snow out there. We are seeing some stray showers kind of moving through. Light showers this morning, so wet roadways as you hit the road. Here's the weather pattern for today. Again, we see another system moving in, bringing rain to the west side, some light snow in the upper elevations, and a little bit of rain on and off through our area. Let's take a live look outside. We're just starting to see that sun breaking through on our sky cams out there from the Yakima Valley into Richland, Kennewick, and Pasco. Good looking morning so far out there. Temperatures are mild as you head out the door. We're in the 40s and the 50s. Here's your day planner for today. Again, a little overcast, cloudy. We could see some breezy winds picking up later this afternoon. Look for some stray and scattered showers, mainly going to impact Hermiston and Walla Walla. And this is where we could potentially see a stray thunderstorm come through the area. So lots going on today. Try to stay dry out there. Temperatures, though, on the warm side. Jade?
Thanks so much, Stacey. 12 minutes after 6 in your national headlines this morning, President Trump signed an executive order aimed at weakening unions. It would end collective bargaining for unions that represent more than 1 million federal employees. So these departments that could see the impacts are Departments of State, Defense, Justice, and Health and Human Services. The American Federation of Government Employees has vowed to challenge the notion in court. They have also blocked the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, from accessing sensitive Social Security data. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Giving you a live look outside this morning. This one from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima, where you're seeing 47 degrees right now, and you do see some clouds in the sky. When we come back, Stacey's going to have your full First Alert forecast, letting us know what we can expect not only for today, but as we head into the weekend. It's 6:13, and we're back after the break.
Hello, I'm Ben Gregg. I'd like to thank everyone this year for helping out and supporting Walkers Cares.
From the Team Up with Timmy campaign to now, Walkers Cares has raised over $325,000 to support local families and charities in our area.
Thank you to everyone who has contributed. We appreciate your support.
At Walkers Furniture and Mattress, a portion of every purchase is donated back to your community.
Your support matters. Thank you for choosing Walkers.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
This lake is a trout lake.
It's time to get ready for fishing.
It's a great fly fishing lake. A lot of wildlife, otters, beavers, blue heron, eagle nest on the lake.
Fly the Northwest.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next Live. The weekend is upon us, so get out there and enjoy it.
Andrew Garfield and Tyler James Williams from Abbott Elementary.
Why am I so far away? Why are you so close?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Seattle battles Dallas in the Deep, Saturday at 7 on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy Friday, March 28th. The weekend is coming, and let's take a live look outside Kennewick, our Yakima Federal Skycam today. We are going to see a few stray showers, and we'll see some of those falling this morning. Our humidity, 96%. You'll definitely feel that. Winds are light at 6 miles per hour. Let's talk about Futurecast. We're going to see some stray showers moving through the area, some light mountain snow in those upper elevations, but look for those showers mainly concentrating here on the foothills of the Blues this morning, and we are going to see some more stray showers moving through the day, and a little bit later potentially a thunderstorm. Now we could see a stray thunderstorm here. I'm thinking Walla Walla to Milton Freewater and out into the Wallowas and the southern Blues there. Pilot Rock area, Heppner also could see a stray thunderstorm. Those systems will start to move out by tonight, however, and you'll see some cloudy skies, but we'll start to clear up though as we get into our Saturday. Here's the Saturday pattern. Again, we'll see some light snow showers in the Cascades, wet weather mainly on the west side, a potential for a stray, maybe sprinkle, but overall dry conditions in the Tri-Cities area. That shifts again on Sundays. We have another system swooping in, another Pineapple Express, so to speak, coming in, mainly impacting the west side, but some of those showers could slide on over the Cascades into our area. So look for scattered showers and breezy conditions today. Mild temperatures in the 50s and 60s, upper 50s, foothills of the Blues, lower 60s here on the Columbia Basin. Pretty seasonal for this time of year. A little bit later tonight, temperatures sliding down into the 30s. Chilly though tonight in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley, the lower valley at 37 in Sunnyside, 39 Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. For the next 7 days, look for some breezy winds and scattered showers today. Again, kind of quiet Tri-Cities, and then we see those showers developing late Sunday, more likely happening on Monday. Get ready for April Fool's Day, April 1st on Tuesday. And right now, a little unsettled next week, but temperatures are pretty seasonal through most of our area. Those breezy winds continue in Yakima later this afternoon. Looking pretty mild Saturday and Sunday there, with temperatures hitting just under 60 degrees, staying in the 50s though for the next 7 days. A little bit cool as you look at Ellensburg for tonight and tomorrow night. Those overnight lows will warm back up as that system starts to move across the Cascades Sunday into Monday. A slight chance of showers on Tuesday. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. Breezy, a little bit more wet weather there today with the potential of a stray thunderstorm popping up a little bit later. Very slight chance of that happening, however, but do keep an eye on that if you're outdoors today. Going to need the umbrella in Hermiston. Look for some breezy winds later in the day, and we'll look for more wet weather on Monday. So weather, again, very mild, but we've got a lot going on as far as that goes as we get into the weekend. Stay with us. There's more Good Morning Northwest as we come right back.
Have you been injured in an auto accident and aren't sure what your rights are? Give Allen Brecky Law Offices a call for a free consultation. They will explain the process to you for free, and will even look into the insurance company's offer for you.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help.
meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 Wild Edition for just $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Right now at More Furniture, furnish your entire home for less than $100 per month. Start with a Martina reclining sofa and love for $21.95. Add the Riley round dining table with 4 padded chairs for $14.95. Complete your vision with a Riley bedroom for $22.95. All 3 rooms are less than $100 per month with no money down, no interest, and free white glove delivery. Plus, we'll remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. Only at More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine the hidden gems you'll find. Sweet.
Ribs, please.
Imagine all the dust you'll kick up.
Yeah. Easy.
Imagine the memories you'll make.
Yeah.
And some you'd like to forget.
Right now, you can lease the new adventure-ready 2025 Toyota RAV4 for just $349 a month. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Have you been injured in an auto accident and aren't sure what your rights are? Give Alan Brecky Law Offices a call for a free consultation. They will explain the process to you for free, and will even look into the insurance company's offer for you.
Looking for a great fishing hole?
It's awesome.
Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, the woman convicted of killing singer Selena Quintanilla Perez was denied parole.
Yeah, Yolanda Saldivar, who was the president of Selena's fan club and fatally shot the 23-year-old superstar in 1995, was taken into custody after a 10-hour standoff with police, sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Well, a Texas Board of Pardons and Parole said that in a statement that her crime had a mix of brutality, violence, and assaultive behavior.
That's right. Now, due to it, it said that Salvador remains a public safety threat. The 64-year-old's next parole review is in 5 years.
And moving on in entertainment news, a Grammy-winning singer known for his unique sound is showing how much he likes Massachusetts. Ed Sheeran's newest single is the name inspiration for his plans to open the Old Phone Pub in Ipswich.
So it's a pop-up Irish pub that opens Friday on the North Shore. Sheeran said it's a full working pub, but will only be open for 2 days. He says, I want to go. Guinness and tater tots are on the menu.
Right? Plus, you know, I was just listening to Ed Sheeran the other day and thinking, when's he going to have some new music?
I love him.
Yeah, so now if you're interested in attending, Sheeran wants you to upload an old message or video that means a lot to you. The singer wants you to send it to a number on the Old Phone Pub website. The winning message will be projected onto the walls of the pub and maybe an inspiration for one of his new songs.
Oh yeah, or he should just unveil a new song.
My husband and I used an Ed Sheeran song for our wedding.
Right. Oh, which one?
Yeah.
Shape of You or?
No, that's a little spicy for a
My bad. You know, instrumental would be fine.
What's the title of it?
That's the only one I could think of at the moment.
Shape of You. No.
Instrumental. Anything sounds great.
Moving on.
I'm leaving.
So he hasn't officially confirmed if he's going to be there or not, and that's what we want to know, right?
But the talk show host Jimmy Fallon said the singer will be there. Ooh.
Jimmy and him are good friends. They always do that subway disguise singing.
Okay.
Where they'll go down to the subway and sing, and then they'll unveil and say, hey, it's Jimmy and Ed.
The moral of the story, our favorite redhead with some new music. Yay!
Yes, we love it. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Washington seeing a surge in cases of whooping cough.
And it's a big increase from this time last year. We have the details coming up in your next half hour. Keep it right here.
Save now with Buy Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. Select Pepsi 12-packs are buy 2, get 1. Campbell's Family Soups are 2 for $5. And 80-count Papa Nicholas coffee pods are $7 off. Plus, get your garden ready for less. Buy Mart brand bag potting soil and planting mix are both just $6.99. And 3 pounds of Miracle Grow plant food is just $9.99. Home of the $5 lifetime membership. Buy Mart since 1955.
Attention Kennewick Irrigation District customers. Due to worsening drought conditions in Washington State, we recommend that you prepare landscaping needs now, for restrictions will likely occur later. Use voluntary watering schedule to ease your lawn into future restriction. Use drip and hose irrigation to focus water where it's needed. Your water conservation efforts today will directly impact the availability of water throughout the irrigation season. Remember, every drop counts. For more information, visit KID.org and click the drought information button.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hun, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
Absolutely. From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower update.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Car insurance for seniors can be very expensive.
But don't assume that just because you're over 65 that you've got to pay outrageously high rates.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
So call the number on your screen right now and find out how much you can save.
1-800-825-0861.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Stacey Lee, and I've enjoyed spending some time with you ladies.
We've loved having you here.
Yes. Tiffany will be in Monday, Tuesday. Josh comes back on Wednesday. I love it. It's fun with you guys.
Hey, thanks.
Do I like getting up at 2 a.m. and doing my hair and makeup?
Of course she does.
Never.
Nope.
We don't.
I don't.
I barely did mine today, so
sometimes
we all got going for us.
I gotta take your hairstyle tips. A ponytail.
Yeah, it's a ponytail day. Okay, we're headed into the weekend.
That's right. We are heading into the weekend. It's going to be active weather again, but actually drying out. Saturday, Sunday, we should see some decent weather. So there's a tulip festival to go to. There's lots of the spring sports underway.
All the sports.
So all the sport moms out there, my daughter included, it should be an okay weekend, but you will need a jacket.
Are you just going to sleep all weekend, though?
I probably will be sleeping in to get
catch up on your sleep.
Now, the 3-degree guarantee.
You sleeping on that, too?
Yeah. So I made it one day.
That's
Tiffany
good.
busted it 2 days in a row. I made it one day, now I busted it, so somebody wins money. Hey, that's a good thing, right? So
we love it.
Yeah, when Josh gets back, hopefully he'll get that jackpot.
He'll get his streak going.
But here's what we had. I said 65 yesterday. As you all know, it was a stormy day. We had lots of rain, so that temperature didn't even get close as we made it up to 59 degrees in Pasco. So Lou Thomason, will win $25. So thank you for playing along. And remember that QR code at the bottom of your screen. That's how you can play along, where you have a chance to win some money. Now, here's what we're saying for today: 63 degrees. Current jackpot is 0. If we can hit that today, on Monday, that jackpot will jump up to $25. Again, that 3-degree guarantee. All right, let's talk about our ski report. Things are a little dicey. Schweitzer Mountain looking at some mixed precip today, but they could pick up a little bit, maybe an inch or so. If it stays cold enough. 35 is the projected daytime high there. Up at Ski Bluewood, looking for some fresh snow falling today. 36 degrees up there. Again, a little on the warm side. We could see a stray thunderstorm come through those foothills of the Blues in the Dayton area as well, so be aware of that. White Pass 36 today with some snow coming as well. The wind chill 25 degrees. Here's what it looks like over the weekend. We could see a couple inches of snow here and there around the mountains. I will tell you, most of our mountains are in very good shape. They had lots of snow to the underground, so things are looking good, even though we had a warm couple of days. So definitely want to get up there and enjoy those winter activities before they go away. Most of our resorts will be closing at the end of April, so get out there and enjoy it while you can. And I need to get to Schweitzer. I haven't been there in quite a while. So, all right, stick around. I've got your full First Alert weather forecast coming up here in just a bit. Jade, Jessica.
Thank you, Stacy. We're starting off your half hour with Washington legislature news. We're learning that drivers could be paying more at the pump this summer, as an increase to the state's gas tax is on the table, and this to close a $1 billion gap in transportation funding. Albert James shows us why some legislators are trying to push up an already high gas tax, and also the mixed response coming from legislative Republicans.
This is unprecedented in terms of where we're at in transportation.
Legislative leaders on both sides of the aisle say the current resources available aren't enough to meet the state's transportation needs. They say increases in construction costs have created a $1 billion shortfall that could balloon up to $4 billion in 6 years. While they're proposing various different cuts and ways to streamline construction, they say they ultimately need more money.
If we were to use our existing resources alone, it would mean significant delays to projects all over the state. It would mean suspending workforce development initiatives at ferries and state patrol, and it would mean inadequate transportation system for Washingtonians.
To bring in more revenue, the two chambers offer different solutions, like the Senate authorizing tolls on State Route 520 beyond the floating bridge, and the House implementing an annual fee for more fuel-efficient cars. However, both proposals include an increase to the state's gas tax. Currently, Washington has the country's third highest tax at 49 cents a gallon, last increased in 2016. The Senate proposal would increase that by 6 cents in July, while the House would add 9 cents. Both would annually index to inflation in the years after.
Nobody likes to raise taxes. You know, my side doesn't like to raise taxes. But, you know, the realities of life are what they are. And in order to make this system work, it takes money.
While the gas tax increase has some Republican buy-in, not everyone on the right is sold. House Transportation Ranking Member Andrew Barkas says the gas tax, along with other proposed fees and taxes from the transportation and operating budgets, all come at a bad time.
Washington State is feeling the pressures of how expensive it is to live, to work here. And when you look at the environment right now, with what's coming in the next 30 days, with all these tax proposals that are being put forth, this is just not the right time to be talking about increasing that pressure on the people of Washington.
Barkas says the state should instead look at repurposing Climate Commitment Act funds, though Democrats are opposed to that idea. The Republican says he'll push for alternatives, as a lot can change between these initial proposals and the final budget.
I'm going to try to make sure that we do not impose the burdens on them that we're seeing right now to make it more expensive to live here in Washington State.
Both transportation proposals are set to be voted at a committee by the end of the week. Then comes floor votes and later a conference committee to reconcile their differences and pass one budget by the end of the session. At the state capitol in Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
Turning now to your health news, Washington is seeing a surge in cases of whooping cough. 590 cases have been reported across 27 counties as of March 8th, and this is a notable increase from 80 cases last year during the same time period. This includes 24 in Yakima County, 9 in Grant County, 6 in Adams, and 2 so far in Benton County. Whooping cough is highly contagious as it spreads through the air, and infants under 1 are especially vulnerable. Health officials say the best way to prevent whooping cough is to get a vaccine.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
6:34 now, and when you hear injuries, concussions might come to mind. But a pelvic injury actually took Kraken captain Jordan Eberle out of action. Dan Hansen has more on the injury.
One might think that an injury, which leads to pelvic surgery, might keep you off the ice for the rest of the season. But 4 months later, Jordan Eberle is back in the game because he's a hockey player. In the past 2 weeks, since returning to the ice after 40 games absence, he's scored 3 goals, including this game-tying goal against the Calgary Flames this week.
Washington of Vegas puts it in front to Eberle, dropped off, and on. Holman wants to pull the trigger, but misfired. Alexiak down low. Chandler Stevenson, they score! Eberle on the one-timer on a nice setup by Stevenson, and this game's all tied. What a heck of a pass that is by...
With 15 years in the NHL, including time in Edmonton and New York, Jordan has found a home in Seattle, and it looks like the Kraken have made the right choice with Ebbs. As the saying goes, you can't keep a good man down. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, 6:35. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, we have a look at the Cadillac Foundation's Good Day Breakfast event, which recognizes those who make a difference in our community. I was there, and it was incredible to see all the community coming together. And give you that live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Skycam in Richland at Columbia Point. A little bit of a cloudy start to the day as we wait for the sun to come up. Stacey Lee will have your forecast when we come back and what we can expect as we head into the weekend. We're back right after the break.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now on your side.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Who's Alex? Hey, pal. You know who's,
See you, Dad. Happy birthday, Alex.
That's so sweet. You remembered.
It's all about connecting with seamless connectivity from Spectrum.
March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and Prosser Digestive Health Center offers the full spectrum of digestive health care. Services provided by board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, please listen closely. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. It's a rate lock for your life insurance that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. Many policies you see don't have one, but you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. This plan was designed for people on a fixed income with coverage options that start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in for life. Coverage can never be canceled, and your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See for yourself. Call for an information kit and gift. Both are free with no obligation.
Call 1-800-290-2244 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-290-2244. 1-800-290-2244. Call now.
Live from Climate Pledge Arena, it's Saturday Night Hockey. The Kraken defend the deep against one of the league's best offenses. Can Seattle shine bright against Dallas? Kraken, Stars. Pre-game at 7, Saturday on MeTV.
Next Live. The weekend is upon us, so get out there and enjoy it.
Andrew Garfield and Tyler James Williams from Abbott Elementary.
Why am I so far away? Why are you so close?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy Friday. It is March 28th. Look for some scattered showers through the area today. We could even see a stray thunderstorm, especially closer to those foothills of the Blues. We'll have clearing skies on Saturday, and we are keeping an eye on those rivers, creeks, and streams. The Natchez River, the Yakima River flowing high and fast right now due to all the water in the area. We're also keeping an eye on the scattered showers I was talking about. We've seen a few little stray ones this morning, most of them out here in the Walla Walla, Milton, Freewater, Dayton area this morning so far. So a little bit wet on those roadways this morning. Prepare for that. Here comes that weather again. This low level system moving in, bringing in that moisture to the west side, a little bit of snow in the upper elevations and some rain showers through our area. But by the evening, though, we should start to clear on out. Sun is coming up all across our area. These are all 4 of our sky cams from Yakima to Pasco, Richland, and Kennewick this morning. Looking pretty good out there. A few clouds, though, and a few stray showers. Temperatures are pretty mild this morning as we're in the 40s and the 50s. Here's what your day planner looks like. Again, keep the umbrella handy, and if you hear any thunder or lightning, again, get into cover if that happens later today. All right, we've got a lot going on, including this next story where, well, I get to be a part of it, guys.
You have a special appearance, not right here on air, but somewhere else, Stacy Lee. Cadillac Foundation making people who make a difference feel very appreciated. They recognized employees who positively impact patients and their lives, donors. It was the community coming together yesterday for Cadillac's Good Day Cadillac Breakfast. It was free and it was open to the community.
That's right. Over 300 people in attendance. They were able to see the direct impact donations can make throughout the state and even our local communities.
State-of-the-art capital needs for our physicians to attract and retain our physicians and caregivers to our community, or whether it's gas cards for patients to be able to get to their appointments, or food assistance to be able to help an ICU patient. Any of those ways, small or large, really make a collective difference for our entire community.
And if you're looking to donate your time or money, we have a link up on our website. It's applevalleynewsnow.com, and you can also find more information on how you could make a difference in someone's life.
Mm-hmm. A little piece can go a long ways.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And the event had keynote speakers that range from career providers, doctors, and patients, and another special guest.
Right, virtually. I got to make an appearance during the presentation. Check it out.
Rolling in from all directions this morning. Expect sunny skies and high spirits as our wonderful community supports exceptional care at Cadillac. Stay tuned for a great show.
Looks like a hurricane of generosity going in on that radar.
It was really fun. I've got to be a part of that for the last 2 years, so good stuff for Cadillac Foundation.
It is. Also in attendance, our desk neighbors here at Apple Valley News Now, our sales and marketing team joining in on the event. And before the event was over, they had raised about $40,000. I think the last total I saw was almost $70,000. So just good people giving back to our community, doing good work. And of course, you know, not all heroes wear capes. Some of them
Sometimes they wear red.
White coats and stethoscopes and red.
There you go.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint coming up. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And Stacy, of course, back with your full First Alert forecast. And that's not giving me sunshine hopes.
No, not right now. But look towards the weekend. It'll be much better, Jade.
Okay, I can do that.
At Floor & Home, we know how important it is for everyone to have a safe place. That's why we've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club between now and April 15th by donating a portion of our sales. Love the home and community you live in.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body. Last one, everyone. I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3. When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Good evening, everybody. To make great newscasts, you need great resources and an experienced team. Austin Reed grew up near Portland, where he started his broadcast career more than 20 years ago. His passion for reporting breaking news and for telling distinctive stories that affect positive change make him uniquely qualified to bring the news home to you each evening.
Get the best local news coverage every day, right here.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now at 5, 6, and 6:30 on your side.
On your side.
At Floor & Home, we know how important it is for everyone to have a safe place. That's why we've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club between now and April 15th by donating a portion of our sales. Love the home and community you live in.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
On your Friday morning, this March 28th, almost the end of the month and getting ready for April 1st, right around the corner. Some light sprinkles around the area. Traffic moving along great on I-182 this morning, 46 degrees. Our feels like temp out the door, 43. So grab a coat. You'll be peeling it off a little later, but you may need that umbrella as we're going to see some scattered showers through the area. We'll continue to see these picking up, mainly staying east of the Tri-Cities and the foothills of the Blues from Pendleton into Dayton and then on up north. Now a little bit later we could see a little more active pattern as those temperatures warm up, where we could see a straight thunderstorm mainly in the foothills of the Blues, again surpassing, going right around the Tri-Cities. Look for some snow showers developing, and we have another system that's going to be moving in. But let's talk about the weather pattern for our Saturday. Today active on and off, as you saw in Futurecast. We'll see lighter snow showers on Saturday, maybe a stray shower, but more than likely clearing up for our region on Saturday. Now Sunday, another system moves in. First on the west side of the state, it'll start to transition and move to the east late Sunday into Monday. So look for a scattered or stray shower throughout the day. Some breezy winds on and off as those showers move through, and even potentially a stray thunderstorm, mainly in this area here. Tonight, temperatures on the mild side, most of us staying well above that freezing level until you get into the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. A little bit chilly there this morning. So here's what things are looking like on that 7-day planning forecast. Those breezy winds as storms pass through the area, 63, wet weather. Hit and miss Tri-Cities, about 30% chance. Look at this, we're dry for the weekend. Wet weather could return on Monday, and then we see April Fool's Day looking like it should be dry out there. So get those pranks ready now. In Yakima, we've got those breezy winds and lesser chances of rain, but you could see a stray sprinkle like you've been seeing this morning. Dry this weekend and a little unsettled getting into next week. Temperatures, if you're wondering about that, no, we're not going to be seeing those 70-degree temperatures. It was very nice for a couple of days, but we're back to average, back to normal, and even maybe a few degrees below the average for this time of year. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. That's where potentially we could see a stray thunderstorm later this afternoon. Hopefully not, but you will see some showers on and off throughout the day there in Walla Walla. It looks pretty wet next week as well. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston. Breezy winds with wet weather there as well. And your April's Fool Day on Monday, about a 20% chance of rain there. Here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, cruise ship rescue.
I am very grateful that they got there and what they did.
72-year-old Wisconsin resident Greg Tomensky was aboard a 35-day Holland America cruise across Hawaii and French Polynesia, but 10 days in, it turned into a nightmare.
I was ready to go to lunch, and I'd never made it. I collapsed.
Greg suffering 4 strokes in just a few hours and needed to be airlifted off the boat in this small basket to be transported to a Honolulu hospital. This morning, we're hearing from that stroke survivor and the Coast Guard members who rescued him.
It is a challenge based on the size of our AOR to be able to extend our range out there, and it does take a team effort.
Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more of this harrowing rescue and hear from the onboard doctor who helped make it all happen. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love with who you love? It's time to get back out there with Fasenra. Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma that is taken once every 8 weeks and can also be taken conveniently at home. Fasenra helps prevent asthma attacks. Most patients did not have an attack in the first year. Fasenra is proven to help you breathe better so you can get back to doing day-to-day activities. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Get back to better breathing. Get back to what you've missed. Ask your doctor about Fasenra, the only asthma treatment taken once every 8 weeks. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off with your national headlines. A federal judge orders the Trump administration to keep the messages sent on Signal between March 11th and March 15th. This regarding the war plan chat among top officials and the journalists added to the group chat. Yesterday's ruling comes after a watchdog group filed a records preservation lawsuit. The DOJ says the administration is already working to track down those texts, and the judge also ordering a status report for Monday to explain the steps that agencies were taking to preserve the messages. And Canada says it will have a fundamentally different relationship with the U.S., this in response to President Trump's latest tariffs on imported cars and car parts. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney saying yesterday that the U.S. is no longer a reliable partner. And he goes on to say a confident relationship is possible in the future, but they will not go backwards. Carney also promising retaliatory trade actions on the U.S., and he also says he plans to talk with Trump soon.
America's Golden Girl, Betty White, getting a forever tribute. Take a look right there. USP is unveiling the Betty White Forever stamp. Features a beloved actress and comedian with her warm smile and iconic blonde curls. She's wearing a polka dot top and a paw print earring to symbolize her love for animals. You can buy these stamps on the USPS website and at post office locations nationwide. And a recall alert for you this morning. And take a look. Frito-Lay announcing a recall of its Tostitos Cantina traditional yellow corn tortilla chips. Company saying it could contain undeclared milk ingredients. Chips in question were sent to retailers in 13 states. The recall does not impact other Tostitos products.
And the multi-state measles outbreak is growing. 23 cases have been reported in Kansas, and according to the state health department, 20 of those are people who are unvaccinated. The ongoing outbreak has infected nearly 400 people in Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma, with many of them hospitalized. Health officials suspect their cases are possibly linked to those in Texas and New Mexico.
6:53 and the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. 2 people are behind bars after a drive-by shooting in Ellensburg. Police say they responded to shots fired yesterday morning in the area of North Chestnut and Helena Avenue. When they got there, they learned that someone had used a shotgun to shoot at 2 parked cars. Luckily, no one was inside those cars, but they did have a lot of damage. They believe those cars were targeted because of an argument that happened at a party about a month ago.
And 2 fugitives are wanted from a drive-by shooting in Moses Lake, which killed a 14-year-old and injured 4 others. Authorities are offering a reward up to $10,000 for any information leading to the arrest of 20-year-old Jose Beltran and 18-year-old Matthew Valdez. Beltran is described as 5'7" and 200 pounds, while Valdez is 5'8" and 130 pounds. Authorities say both suspects are considered armed and dangerous.
A letter sent to Yakima County Prosecuting Attorney Joseph Brusick is demanding his immediate resignation. A local political action committee sent the letter accusing him of breaching public trust through his actions regarding the county coroner Jim Curtis. Letter stating if Brusick doesn't resign, he'll be facing a recall petition.
And law enforcement agencies from all over the region gather this week at the Hanford Training Facility to learn more about pit maneuvers. The pursuit intervention technique is designed to help officers safely stop suspects who are speeding away. The training involves a 3-car system, the suspect's car, a pit car, and a backup unit. Officers will make contact with the suspect's car bumper, spinning it out, and the backup unit moves in to pin the suspect, preventing any escape.
And there are about 30,000 canines that work with law enforcement agencies throughout the county, and a member of the Yakima Police Department got a potentially life-saving donation. It was from a nonprofit that provides armor to 4-legged canine officers. Vested Interest in Canines has now donated nearly 6,000 protective vests to dogs in the U.S., and that little guy in Yakima is one of them.
So cute. And trending this morning, we're calling all Office fans. You can now channel your inner Michael Scott at a Chili's restaurant in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
All right, the restaurant chain opening a new retro restaurant that pays homage to the show. It'll feature decor from iconic Office moments, including an early episode where Dunder Mifflin employees gather at Chili's to celebrate the Dundies Awards.
That's right. The restaurant also enlisted several Office actors to star in ads. Familiar faces like Meredith, Kevin, and Jan. This is Chili's first location in Scranton, despite several memorable appearances on the show.
The restaurant opens April 7th, and that's 20 years after the iconic Dundies episode first aired.
That's funny.
I love a triple dipper from Chili's.
Right, there you go.
I just pay out on that.
Oh, yeah.
I need to watch The Office.
I need to watch more of The Office.
I have never watched it at all.
At all?
Oh, like totally skipped me. I don't know how.
Oh, it's
you
funny.
You can start anywhere.
So I can stream it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Binge watch it this weekend.
There you go.
Especially during the times when it's going to be rainy.
There you go. Absolutely. And yeah, going to be raining a little bit on and off today weather-wise. Temperatures, though, looking pretty good. We've got some scattered showers and breezy winds. Look at those temperatures. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s. Now, pay attention to the foothills of the Blues, Pendleton to Walla Walla and Dayton. That's where we could see a potential straight thunderstorm popping up a little bit later today. So just be aware of that as you move through your workday. Tonight, those temperatures will be down in the 30s. Not too chilly unless you're in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley.
I want it to be warmer.
Same.
Back to the 70s, right?
I would love that. Yeah,
enough, right?
But we'll take what we can get.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5.
That's right. Have a great day.